Nobody tells you this, but the hardest part about walking with Christ is that people be thinking that you're soft. And I'm not soft. I'm saved. I'm not soft. People really be trying you.
I have a big heart, but at the end of the day, I do understand that I can't continue to keep being a fool and letting people take me for granted and make a fool of me. One lesson I had learned in my, years of living is that no matter what you do for some people, it will just never be enough. And you just have to be able to see that and be like, okay, cool.
I'm not nice at all, but I'm very kind. And there's a difference between kind and nice, right? Kind is treating people with care and dignity and love and honor and respect. Nice is, I'll just tell you whatever makes you feel good, even if it's a lie. The Bible commands me to be kind, but it doesn't command me to be nice. In fact, it says, faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful.
Hey rich babes, it's Robyn Milan and welcome back to the channel where we do it the rich way, girl, where we think rich, get rich, and stay rich. Now, let's talk about something I know too many of us have felt. Why do people mistreat the nice ones? You think being nice will win you love and loyalty, but instead it often makes people take you for granted. And here's the thing, there's a big difference from being kind and being nice. Like, let's really get into it. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share, and I'll be back shortly.
This might be an unpopular opinion, but I don't believe in being nice for real. I believe in being a kind person. I believe in being there for people when they need you, being considerate of people's feelings, like having, like a deeper care for people. I don't believe in being like super nice and agreeable all the time. Like, I just don't. And you know what else I'm on the fence about? Being a girl's girl, because I see a lot of girls online making videos. I'm a girl's girl through and through, but really y'all be so mean. Like, y'all be mean as hell, and y'all so quick to jump on the bully train, like on girls on social media. If somebody makes a video that people are like on the fence about and people are making think pieces, y'all is so quick to bully the same girls who be like, I'm a girl's girl through and through. No, you're mean. Like, y'all pick and choose who like y'all accept certain things from, and then other people y'all bully for it. Y'all don't like, and then why would I just have someone's back because of their girl, when a lot of y'all just really be so stupid and so mean? Like, absolutely not. Everyone doesn't deserve your niceness. Just be a good person. That's it.
I love to remind people that I am kind and not nice. I do not care about being seen as nice. Nice is performative. Niceness is for pushovers. I am not that. I am not the black woman who cares about being seen as angry, bitter, or any of the things that people try to place on us. I am that. Hell yeah. Now what? I absolutely have no problem with standing up for myself, showing up for myself, loving on myself, and just moving in this world the way I wish to be perceived. And when I say perceived, I'm not saying it in a way where I'm seeking people's validation, but when I go out into this world, I need you to know that you can't fuck with me. You feel me? Like, I need you to know that I mean business. I stand on business, that I am a no-nonsense black woman, okay? I need people to know that. Because being strict saves you from so much BS. Being intentional saves you from so much BS. And also, when you just move with a sense of integrity and assurance of who you are, you're good with all of your bullshit. I'm okay with all of my bullshit because I know deep down inside I'm authentic and I'm genuine. So when I'm on that bullshit, I'm authentically and genuinely on that bullshit. And God is okay with me being on that bullshit, okay? And it used to be a point in time when I would water myself down to be more digestible, but then I realized that even my silence was perceived as a threat. So, you know what? Sometimes I am going to take it to hell. Yeah. Now what?
Most people mess up in life because they don't know the difference between nice and kind. I'm going to break it down for you. Nice is exterior. Kind is interior. Nice is a mask. Kind is a heart placement. You want to go for the kind person, not the nice person. Let me break it down for you. As a woman, when people meet me, when other people meet me, when other women meet me, they will say, oh, she's not nice. What does that mean? I'm not overly smiley. I'm not overly inviting. I'm not over complimentary, because that stuff right there is a manipulation tactic that a lot of men and women both use interchangeably to get people to bring their guard down so you can let them in. Kind is a heart placement, meaning you go through life and you treat people with respect. You don't cross people's boundaries. You don't crash out when you don't get what you want. You want to know if someone's really a sweet person, like they're trying to look like they are, or by being nice? Give them a boundary. I promise you they'll crash out. Don't give them what they want. That overly nice person that's manipulating you to get what they want, when you don't give them what they want, watch them turn into a devil. Watch them turn into Lucifer himself. Being nice, it's an act. It means nothing. It should not move you when somebody is nice. You don't know their character yet. You have to take your time. A lot of people fall in the trap and they fall in love with someone's image. Meaning the girl that's all up in your face, you think that's the one that you can trust, right? And the girl that's a little bit more cold, you think that she's the devil, when it's really the other way around. It's the nice girl or the overly nice man who's the snake, and the cold one is the one that's harmless. So stop looking at the performances people put on for you. Take your time to get to know someone before making any conclusions, okay? I never trust anybody who's overly nice, warm, complimentary. I don't trust that, because I'm not gonna know who you truly are until you don't get what you want. I'm not gonna know who you truly are until I place a boundary and you don't like it. Then I'm gonna know the kind of person you are. So again, nice and kind. Nice is a mask. Kind is a heart placement.
As a woman, when you understand the differences between being nice and being kind, it's like something shifts in your brain that will never be the same. Because people always tell you, stop being a nice woman, stop being a nice woman, be a kind woman, but they never really specify the differences between the two. The concept of being nice is almost always referred to as like behaviors that are focused around societal expectations or pleasing other people. A nice woman is going to prioritize other people's needs over hers. A nice woman is going to prioritize making other people feel comfortable while neglecting her need to speak up, or while not expressing how uncomfortable she may be in a situation, just to maintain that other person's comfort. Like, ask someone to describe what a nice person is, let alone ask someone to describe what a nice woman is, especially a man. Ask a man to describe what a nice woman is, or what they consider a nice woman to be, and they'll literally sit in your face and describe someone who sounds like a servant. Being a nice woman could mean that you're polite, or you avoid conflict, or you're very agreeable in certain situations. Like, it's not always a good thing to be a nice person. And then you got to ask yourself, like, why do you feel the need to please people all the time or be nice all the time? And 9 times out of 10, it comes from this desire that's driven by like a need to be liked or accepted.
Okay, my love. So here's the psychology, girl, because I got to put that in there. Number one is like, nice is people pleasing. Like, being nice often means that you are bending yourself backwards into a version that makes other people comfortable, even at your own expense. Like, people pick up on that, and unfortunately, some people will definitely exploit it. The second thing is like, kindness is so much of a strength. Kindness comes from power and not weakness. You choose to be generous. You choose to extend grace, but it's backed by self-respect and boundaries. That's why kindness like commands respect, while niceness can invite mistreatment. Another thing is, nice confuses tolerance with love. Like, when you are nice, you tolerate disrespect, bad behavior, and selfishness, right? Because you don't want to rock the boat. But people sense that tolerance and push it way too far. Another thing is kindness actually does set boundaries, girl. Like a kind person says, listen, I care about you, but I also care about myself too. Okay, period. Like that energy creates respect. Niceness says, I'll let it slide. And that teaches people that they can actually slide. So, but the dark psychology of nice, right, is that humans subconsciously value what has a price. Like if your time, your energy, and your presence always feel free and unlimited, people start to undervalue you. Like niceness without boundaries lower your perception, right? Lower your perceived value, your perceived worth, while kindness with standards increases it, girl. Okay, so when you wonder why being nice gets you mistreated, the truth is this: it's not your heart that's the problem. Oh, I got a big heart. I get it, but that's not the problem. It's the lack of boundaries around it. Okay, so yeah.
Okay, so I was watching this podcast snippet and they were talking about being kind and not nice. And it was so good because I can honestly relate to when I was a nice girl and not just like a kind girl. Like I was the nice girl. And y'all, when you're nice, people will play in your face. Like people will just try you on a daily basis. 0 out of 10, don't recommend. Because once I started being assertive, once I started setting boundaries, shit changed. I became a bitch. I was mean. Okay. I'll be a bitch. I'll be mean. Because what y'all not going to do is play with me. And they didn't. Because other people benefit off of you when you don't have boundaries, when you don't have standards, when you're nice. But at the end of the day, that doesn't matter. I don't live to make other people comfortable. Am I comfortable? Oh, okay. And at the end of the day, people are going to respect you more when you have boundaries, when you have standards. They might not like it at first. And whose problem is that? Exactly. I live by the saying, you don't have to like me, but you will respect me. Because I don't care about people liking me. Like, who are you? Now, respecting me, that's just mandatory. Anyways, stop being nice.
I'm kind, but I'm not nice.
Yes.
Because niceness to me is too close to people pleasing. I'm kind in my heart because I have empathy. That's different. But don't expect me to be nice and let you walk all over me. People have a problem with that. Oh, you're selfish, or you're mean, or you're a bitch. Yeah, I am. Okay. Being a bitch is energy. Being selfish and being assertive is the action. Two different things. The bitchiness is the energy I'm carrying. Don't F with me.
Yeah,
My
we say fuck around and
my,
find out.
Right, you are. And my boundaries and my assertiveness and my selfishness is...
It's self-preservation, right?
Absolutely.
Be kind, because kindness is a measure of our humanity. But do not be nice. Nice means wanting always to be liked. Nice means silencing inconvenient truths. Nice means choosing always to be comfortable. Nice means letting go of courage. Nice means talking about peace, but not about justice. Nice will not remake the world, and there is so much about our world that needs remaking. And while you bravely remake the world, please be skeptical of perfection. Because perfection is, among other things, utterly boring. I am convinced of this because I have learned from literature that there is no such thing as a perfect human being. The longing for perfection will hold you back. It doesn't help any cause to start with perfection as yardstick. We do not need to be perfect before we are able to do what is right.
As a recovering people pleaser, I am finally ready to admit that I am not a nice person. I feel like being a nice person, you are often sacrificing your boundaries and your happiness is constantly getting stepped on. The Bible doesn't even call us to be nice. The Bible calls us to kindness. And being nice and kind is not the same thing. People that are nice usually say things to keep things comfortable. Like, you say anything that's agreeable on the surface to avoid conflict and just tell the person what they need to hear, whether it's the truth or not. Oftentimes it's not the truth. And knowing me, I have a history of being brutally honest sometimes, but that brutal honesty is always rooted in integrity, love, and respect for the other person. I never just say something just to say it and it's just like completely invalid. What I gotta say might not be what you want to hear. It might not be soft. It might not be easy to the ears, but it is the truth. I'm not enabling anybody's harmful behavior, whether it's towards me or towards them, and it's only if they ask. I just feel like when you're a kind over a nice person, you genuinely care about the person's well-being. You actually care versus just trying to please them and tell them what they want to hear. So no, I am not a nice person. I am no longer identified with being a nice person. I let people know things out of care, not out of convenience, and I'm not afraid to tell people what they need to hear. My love shows up in actions and not just a sweet tone. I read a quote that says, nice comforts and kind heals, and I 100% agree with that.
Listen, babe, I need you to hear this. Being kind is never the problem. Being nice without boundaries is. The glow up here is learning that you don't have to stop being a good person to stop being a doormat. Like, you can still be loving and generous and compassionate, but you need to wrap it all in self-respect. Like, just really think about it. Like, when was the last time you overextended yourself for someone who wouldn't even do half of the shit for you? Like, when was the last time you said yes just to keep the peace? So even though it costs you your energy, your money, and your peace of mind, like, that's not kindness, that's niceness. And niceness will drain you. Kindness, on the other hand, is choosing who and how you give. It says, listen. I'll pour into you, but not at the cost of pouring myself empty. Like, it's not about how you give, but it's the intention behind it. And that's what people respect the most. And let me give you this psychology reframe, right? Reinforcement theory. People repeat what they are rewarded for. So if you reward people's bad behavior with your silence, your patience, your constant forgiveness, right, they're going to keep doing it. So when you start rewarding respect with access and disrespect with distance, the dynamic shifts immediately, okay? Like, just think about it. When you decide that you want to forget that man for cheating, okay, like, you need to distance yourself. You need to exit stage love, okay? Not just quickly forgive and then go give him some. Girl, like, another layer is self-concept. Like, when you only see yourself as the nice one, you shrink your identity. And when you see yourself as a kind one with standards, you expand. So you start walking different, talking different, and people start to treat you different. So, rich babe, like, don't stop being soft and sweet and loving. So just stop confusing niceness with worth, because true kindness is powerful. It's rooted in choice, not fear. And when you embody that, nobody can mistreat you the same way again. And that's the rich way, okay? Be kind, set boundaries, and glow up from within, because being nice might get you stepped on, but being kind will always get you respected, okay? Girl, listen. And if you are ready to stop over giving and start building a life where your kindness is valued, grab my $1 Martini and my digital happy hour guide. Both are designed to help you create digital income streams and build confidence the rich way, okay? Listen, all of my resources are in the description box below. I'll see you at the top because the bottom is too crowded, girl. Until next time, rich babe, stay rich. Love you.